Always say less than necessary. When you are trying to impress people with words, the more you say, the more common you appear, and the less in control. Even if you are saying something banal, it will seem original if you make it vague, open-ended, and sphinx-like. Powerful people impress and intimidate by saying less. The more you say, the more likely you are to say something foolish. Once words are spoken, they cannot be taken back. They are yours to own and defend. Silence is golden, and speech is silver at best. The human tongue is a beast that few can master. It strains constantly to break out of its cage, and if it is not tamed, it will run wild and cause you grief. Power is in many ways a game of appearances, and when you say less than necessary, you inevitably appear greater and more powerful than you are. Your silence will make other people uncomfortable. They will jump in and nervously fill the silence, usually to their own detriment. The less you say, the more profound and mysterious you become. When Louis XIV was asked his opinion on a matter, he would often respond with a single word or a meaningful glance, leaving his courtiers to interpret his meaning. This economy of words made every statement he did make seem weighty and significant. His silence commanded more respect than volumes of explanation ever could. The person who says less controls the conversation. Others will scramble to fill the void you create, revealing their thoughts, fears, and intentions while you learn everything you need to know. Your silence becomes a tool for gathering intelligence while protecting your own secrets. This dynamic gives you a tremendous strategic advantage in any interaction. Words are like water. The more you let flow, the less pressure remains. Speak sparingly, and your words carry weight. Speak constantly, and your words become background noise. People stop listening to those who never stop talking. They pay attention to those who choose their words carefully and speak only when they have something important to say. The most dangerous moments for saying too much are when you are emotional, when you are trying to impress someone, or when you are defending yourself. These are exactly the times when you should say the least. Emotion clouds judgment and leads to regrettable statements. The desire to impress leads to over-explanation and loss of mystique. Defense often reveals more than silence would. Practice the art of the meaningful pause. When someone asks you a difficult question or makes an unexpected statement, don't rush to respond. Let the silence hang in the air while you consider your words. This pause makes you appear thoughtful and in control while giving you time to formulate the perfect response. It also makes the other person anxious about what you might say. The pause becomes a form of psychological pressure. Great negotiators understand the power of silence. After making an offer or hearing a proposal, they remain quiet and let the other party talk. The person who speaks first after an offer is made usually makes the first concession. Silence creates discomfort, and discomfort leads to mistakes. Use this discomfort as a weapon in any situation where you need leverage. When you do speak, make every word count. Quality over quantity should be your motto. One perfectly chosen word can be more effective than 1,000 carelessly selected ones. Think of your words as arrows. Each one should hit its target with precision. Random words scattered like buckshot miss their mark and waste ammunition. The Sphinx became a symbol of mystery and power precisely because it remained silent. People projected their own meanings onto its silence, making it seem wise beyond measure. You can achieve the same effect by cultivating an air of mystery through strategic silence. Let others wonder what you're thinking instead of telling them outright. Their imagination will often create a more impressive version of your thoughts than the reality. Never explain more than necessary. When people ask why you made a decision, give them the minimum explanation required. Over-explanation makes you seem defensive and uncertain. It also gives people more ammunition to argue with your reasoning. Simple statements are harder to attack than complex justifications. A brief, "I thought it was best," is more powerful than a lengthy defense of your logic. Silence can be more intimidating than threats. When someone wrongs you, sometimes the most powerful response is no response at all. Your silence becomes ominous. They don't know what you're planning or when retaliation might come. This uncertainty is often more frightening than any specific threat you could make. They torture themselves with possibilities while you do nothing. Learn to recognize when others are trying to make you talk. Some people will use various techniques to draw you out, to make you reveal more than you intended. They might use awkward silences, provocative statements, or flattery to get you talking. Recognize these tactics and resist them. The person who can make you talk controls the interaction. The art of conversation is not about talking, it's about listening. When you listen more than you speak, you learn about others while revealing nothing about yourself. This information asymmetry gives you power. You understand their motivations, fears, and desires, while they know little about yours. Use this knowledge to your advantage in future interactions. Avoid the trap of trying to prove how smart you are through your words. Intelligence is better demonstrated through results than through explanations. The person who constantly displays their knowledge appears insecure and desperate for validation. True confidence shows itself through quiet competence, not verbal showboating. Let your actions speak louder than your words. When you make a mistake, resist the urge to over-explain or make excuses. A simple acknowledgement is usually sufficient. Long explanations of what went wrong make you seem unreliable and prone to error. Brief acceptance of responsibility makes you seem mature and trustworthy. People respect those who own their mistakes without drama or elaborate justification. The less you say about your problems, the less people will think about them. Social media has created a culture of oversharing that you should resist. Every unnecessary detail you share gives others information they can use against you later. The person who broadcasts every thought and activity loses the power that comes from mystery and privacy. Maintain some separation between your public and private self. Control your narrative by controlling your words. In meetings and group discussions, be the person who speaks last and says the least. Listen to everyone else's positions first, then make a brief, decisive statement that captures the essential point. This approach makes you seem wise and authoritative while avoiding the risk of saying something you'll regret later. Others will remember your brief wisdom more than their own lengthy arguments. Never speak when you're angry, hurt, or desperate. These emotional states lead to poor word choices that you'll regret later. If you must respond to something that provokes these feelings, wait until you've calmed down. A delayed response is better than a damaging one. Your temporary emotional state should not create permanent verbal consequences. The power of understatement cannot be overestimated. When you achieve something significant, resist the urge to boast about it extensively. A modest acknowledgement of success is more impressive than detailed self-congratulation. Understatement suggests that great achievements are normal for you, that you have even greater capabilities in reserve. Overstatement suggests that this success is unusual and perhaps your limit. Remember that words create expectations. The more you promise verbally, the more you'll be held accountable for delivering. Underpromise and overdeliver rather than the reverse. This approach manages expectations while allowing you to exceed them. When you consistently deliver more than you promised, people see you as reliable and capable. When you deliver less than you promised, they see you as unreliable, regardless of the objective quality of your work. Cultivate the ability to communicate through looks, gestures, and presence rather than just words. A raised eyebrow can convey skepticism more effectively than a long criticism. A slight smile can suggest confidence better than verbal boasting. A steady gaze can establish dominance more powerfully than aggressive words. Nonverbal communication often carries more impact than verbal communication and creates fewer problems. Always say less than necessary. This is the fourth law of power. Master it, and you will move through the world with an aura of mystery and authority. Your words will carry weight because they are rare. Your silence will command respect because it suggests hidden depths. In a world full of noise, the person who speaks least often speaks most effectively. Your restraint will be interpreted as strength, your brevity as wisdom, your silence as power.